Canada's major air carriers have 1 year to offer disabled travelers the same fares as everyone else. A ruling by the Canadian Transportation Agency applies to disabled people, including the severely obese, who require 2 seats to accommodate them. It also applies to disabled persons who need an attendant seated with them on flights. Jadrina Uat is a senior communications advisor with Canadian Transportation Agency, and he joins me now from Ottawa. How did you come up with this ruling?
The Canadian Transportation Agency, Marcia, is a tribunal, so we have to collect evidence from the parties involved to arrive to a conclusion, and that's what we did throughout the course of the pleadings, collect evidence from the parties.
So what exactly does it mean to the people that are traveling and the people that are traveling with them?
It means that for persons with severe disabilities, airlines, meaning Air Canada Jazz, and WestJet, may not charge more than one fare for persons with severe disabilities who might require an additional seat either for themselves or for their attendants.
And when you talk about attendants, does that mean if, for example, I travel with a disabled friend or relative, does that mean that I would get my seat looked after, that I wouldn't have to pay for my seat, or do you have to be a trained, qualified medical professional?
You're correct. It's for the attendants that will look after the person with a severe disability for their personal care or for security purposes. It's very important to remind your viewers, Marcia, that it's only for severe disabilities. It's not for persons without disabilities who might, for example, feel uncomfortable in an aircraft seat.
Now, will other passengers have to absorb the costs then? Will their airfares go up?
Like you said in your introduction, the air carriers will have 1 year to implement the one person, one fare policy. So it's very hard to predict what will happen with prices. Air carriers would be the only one that could answer that question.
All right, Jadrina Uat, thank you so much for joining us tonight and explaining this to us. Appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. Thanks.